It's the beginning of a new chapter for the Young Lions as they get their 2025-26 Singapore Premier League campaign started with a game against the Balestier Khalsa side, who are looking for their first win of the season. Welcome along to our Tampines Hub for this fixture. It's match week 3 and it's a busy one. Several games on the list. We began on Friday with the Geylang International's 2-0 win against Hougang United. It was their first victory of the season. On Monday, Tanjung Pagar United will take on Alliance City Sailors, with the defending champions looking to make it 3 wins from 3 in the league. Tanjung Pagar will be back in action on Thursday again with a game against the Young Lions. That's for down the road. In the present, the Young Lions will be focused on this match against Balestier Khalsa, who are 5th on the standings with a point from the opening 2 matches of the competition. A win tonight will move them level with Geylang and Albirex on 4 points. For the Young Lions in 6th, they will be keen on collecting maximum points from their first game of the season, a result which will move them ahead of Balestier. Let's hear from the head coaches of both sides, with Firdaus Qasim of the Young Lions up first, followed by Marko Kraljevic of Balestier Khalsa.
Hi Firdaus, it's been a long wait to see the Young Lions in SPL action, and for yourself as well, how does it feel to be back here leading a team once again?
Very excited. I think especially with the dynamics, it's a new team, a lot of very interesting young players, so we are just very excited to kick off the season.
Like I say, it's a new team and it's a very different side from what we are used to seeing from the Young Lions with your new foreigner contingent. How different are you going to run this team, in terms of gameplay and tactics?
I think the most important for us is we want to implement our style of play. That is to be very dominant on the ball and also off the ball. So hopefully game by game it will take time, and we'll see. We'll try to always improve a lot in every aspect of the game. So we'll take one game at a time.
And needless to say, there's a lot of expectations from the fans and from the neutrals alike for this Young Lions squad. And do you feel the pressure to deliver on those expectations, especially seeing that you have tasted success as a head coach before?
No, pressure is normal, I think, in football, but we are very focused in what we want to do with our priorities, and every approach, every decisions that we make and our approach will always be aligned to our priorities.
So confident to get all 3 points tonight?
We will see. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to have a very good performance and consistency across the 90 minutes.
Hi Marko, a chance to right the wrongs from last week and a big 3 points up for grabs. Excited to get going again?
Yes, of course. Need to bounce back, and then last game, 1 draw so far, 1 draw, 1 loss, and now we need to win the game.
And we haven't seen much of this new look Young Lions squad. How much have you prepped for them given this level of uncertainty and unknown?
I also never see. I saw just they have also 7 foreign players, and that's all. I think first one to see them how they play.
I know, despite not knowing too much about them, how much do you need your team to be disciplined and to execute your intended play at all times?
Of course, Young Lions is always is difficult to play. You win the game, but sometimes it's very difficult. They're working very hard. They're young boys. They will never give up. And then we need to be patient, and then slowly don't rush.
Well, great hearing from both coaches there ahead of kickoff. Could be a fascinating contest, this one, between the Young Lions and Balestier Khalsa. Marko Kraljevic just there mentioning that the Young Lions have made some foreign signings, several foreign signings, just like a number of other clubs in the competition. We'll get to the lineups a little bit later on. And I can tell you that the majority of players in that Young Lions starting 11 are Singaporean players, which is good from the perspective of their development. With me in the commentary position is not Mustafik Farudin, who is at our Tampines Hub watching on and having a look at the players who will be out here in action in just a bit. I do have a former coach and player as well, or former player and a coach in the league alongside me, a familiar voice on our broadcast, Shasi Kumar. Shasi, it's good to be working with you again. What are you looking forward to from this fixture?
Well, finally, Roshan, the Young Lions kicking off their SPL campaign after the first 2 weeks, and you're right, lots of talk has been on the foreign contingent for this Young Lions side, the Brazilian players. But Firdaus, very brave indeed. He's kicking off this season the other way around with 4 foreigners and 7 local boys starting this game. We'll talk about that later on. Yes, so that's a very good thing to see as well. And as for Balestier, struggling a little bit, haven't lost their last game against LCS, and they held their own in that first half, losing only by a goal to nil in that first half, but then in the second half they just crumbled after the 70th minute of the game. So they will be looking forward to trying to put up a good performance and getting their first win of the season.
That's right, they will be keen on that. Both sides will, in fact. Looking for the 3 points. Balestier, they started off the campaign with a 2-all draw on match day 1 against Elberex Niigata. And then their last fixture in the league was against the Lion City Sailors, a 5-0 hammering for them. It was a tough evening at the office for Balestier, but it's another chance to right a few wrongs from that matchup. And an opportunity here to prove themselves against a young team. The Young Lions will be looking to impress this evening at our Tampines Hub. Two sides who will be meeting for the 65th time. It'll be pretty close between these clubs in terms of the overall head-to-head records. Not necessarily in recent seasons, as Balestier have been the dominant side in the matches between these two clubs. There is the referee for this one, Mohamed Taufik Dana, his 45th match as a referee in the Singapore Premier League. He made his refereeing debut in the SPL in November of 2020, overseeing a 2-all draw between Tanjung Pagar United and BG Tampines. He'll be assisted by Mohamed Shafiq Jufri and Kasi Gopikana, fourth official Clarence Liao Hong Wei. Video assistant referees, VAR for this one is Shadiq Al Hussein, assistant VAR Lim Si Seng. Let's have a look at the starting lineups, beginning with the Young Lions. Benjamin Zerak, the 18-year-old goalkeeper, makes his professional debut tonight, getting the nod, the starting goal ahead of Aizil Yazid. Henry Spence makes his first start at this level, having made 2 appearances as a substitute for the Lion City Sailors in the campaign last season. Lucas Aguero makes his debut for the Young Lions, along with Sergio Mendonca, who leads the line for the side tonight. The likes of Abner Vinicius, Enrico Silveira, Joyce and Lucas, all available on the bench for Firdaus Qasim, who is a Singapore Cup winner with Hougang United. In fact, it's 2 Singapore Cup winners going up against each other. Kraljevic also winning that title with Balestier Khalsa in his first spell at the club. And this is what he has gone with for his starting 11. No changes from their last outing in the league. That 5-0 defeat to the Lion City Sailors. So the same 11 being given the opportunity to redeem themselves in this fixture. Manu Mohana makes his 225th appearance in the Singapore Premier League tonight. Keep a lookout for Masahiro Sugita, who look to try and drive the game for Balestier. From the central midfield positions, Lazar Vujanic is also a workhorse in central midfield for this club. A young bench as well. Ignatius Ang is one of the more experienced players available for Marko Kraljevic, his 3rd spell with the club. Full of focus he looks, doesn't he, Shasi? And having had a look at those lineups, what sort of game are you expecting here this evening?
Yeah, interesting as well, he said that he doesn't know anything about the Young Lions as well, and I think he has a point there. So it's so difficult to kind of like get your tactics right and try to go against the opponents, but he can only concentrate on his side today and looking to redeem themselves, especially against that Lion City Sailors side, and they lost quite heavily there. But I'm really looking forward to seeing this Young Lions side, and I spoke to Firdaus a little bit just now, and he said that in attack they're going with a 3-4-3, and in defense they're just going back with a 5 with Fyros and Nathan Mao. He's only still 17. He'll be playing out wide on the right-hand side of midfield as a wing-back, so that's going to be interesting as well. You usually see Nathan Mao further forward, so let's see whether he can do his defensive job today as well against Yakov Katusa on this left-hand side for Balestier.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting to see how a number of these players get on. Mario Mustapic, who conceded 5 goals the last time out. One of them he will feel that perhaps he could have done a lot better with.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Countdown to kickoff at our Tampines Hub. And here we go. It is the Young Lions in the all red going from left to right on your screens against the Balestier Khalsa in the black shirt and shorts, white socks going from right to left on your screens for this first half. Match week 3 of the 2025-26 Singapore Premier League season. the first time we're seeing the Young Lions in action. It is the third time that Balestier Khalsa are in league play. Balestier looking for their first win of the campaign, just a 1 point from the opening 2 matches of the season. It's the first time that we're getting to see the Young Lions in domestic league action. It's been an extended pre-season almost for them. Here is Spence, an early touch in possession down that side of the pitch, coming up against Harith Kanadi.
Interesting, isn't it? Down this right-hand side, 2 left-sided players, or left-legged players, Spence and Harith Kanadi. First glimpse of Lucas Aguero, the skipper, number 3 for the Young Lions. Put as a defensive midfielder in the team list, but he was in an attacking position down the right-hand side.
Here is Mandic. Space to turn for Bogdan Mandic. Sugita making the play in midfield. Katusha hasn't had the best of starts for Balestier.
Raul Suhaimi had to come across to stop that cross from Katusha.
They'll be looking for more from him in an attacking sense. Then Katusha to provide a bigger contribution in that side of play. Young Lions have a giant up front as well, 21-year-old Brazilian Sergio Mendonça will be useful in an attacking sense, but also from the defensive set pieces. He's in there in the box, there you go. Marking the number 5, Mario Subaric, who scored the first goal of this Singapore Premier League season. The 9th minute against Elberex in their opening game. This will be delivered in by Harith. Couldn't deal with the first header, and that's going to come to Zerak. So a quick release. Harith was switched on, well positioned. Spence, an obvious outlet for the Young Lions down this right side. Katusha for Balestier on the left. Gets held up. Loses his footing, so has to go back. Was met by Aguero. He's wearing the captain's armband for the Young Lions, partnering on Nguyen in central midfield. There's Madhu Mohana, former Young Lions player himself. It's a long time ago now. Katusha did well to keep it in play initially as he won a corner. Well, the referee thought about it, and he pointed for a goal kick and he changed his mind. He's given a corner in the end.
Well, it did look like the ball had gone out of play even before that, and interesting to see this on the replays. He just let the ball down. Yeah, to be fair, good decision there. Let's take a look at Madhu and Lucas Aguero there. Obviously Mendonça with Subaric.
Here's Harith Kanadi. Too bad of a delivery, the first one in. Second one is a lot deeper. Onto the far side for Sugita. Still with Sugita. And the shot has taken a deflection of Fairouz Fazli. Early pressure from Balestier.
Yeah, and it did look like he was on target there from Sugita. Fairouz had to get that head on. It's a corner. Good start for Balestier Khalsa. Turns inside Spence there a little bit too easily. The far side now. 2 deliveries hasn't been that great so far. Good headers of the ball in there, including Madhu Mohana.
Swinger again from the other side. Tough angle. Oh, Subaric to get his effort on target. I wonder if a flick on would have been the better choice in that situation.
Yeah, that time round wasn't a bad corner. Delivered to the head of Subaric. Just try to glance it into the near post.
This one for Mendonça to hold up. Good strong centre-forward play. Spence was looking to run it. Harith, a decision for the referee to make, and the decision is a corner. This will be looked at. Has he changed his mind? Yep. He's given the penalty.
I don't know whether the assistant referee had a say in this, but Harith Kanadi just lunging on into Spence there. There you go. That's a clear penalty. Good decision from the officials. It goes past Harith Kanadi, and as soon as you go to ground like that, you have to get the ball. And Harith didn't. Young Lions an opportunity to score the first goal here.
It's an obvious tactical approach. They're looking to isolate Harith Kanadi in those 1v1s. Every time it goes out to Spence, he's very direct. And that was actually really mature play in the way Shasi sort of brought his body across Harith, who should be doing better with as the player who's had more experience.
Yeah, much better. And I think he was a little bit too close, Harith Kanadi, his starting position. And as soon as Spence went past him, there was no catching him. I gotta say, in that passage of play as well, Mendonca did very well against Subaric. Very strong, turned his man.
Here is Mendonca up against Mustapic, who gets a hand to that, but not enough. And it's Mendonca who gets the first goal of the season for the Young Lions.
Yeah, coolly done from Mendonca, though Mustapic had a fingertip to it, but a little bit too strong in the end. I'm very impressed with his influence in winning the penalty initially. Good strong play against Subaric. Two mistakes I got is Subaric too close on Mendonca. He rolled his man, used his strength, and then played Spence through. And then that mistake from Harith Kanadi, just lunging into the tackle.
So a first goal of this fixture, and we tend to get a few of them whenever these two sides come up against each other. There were 23 goals in the 4 meetings between these teams last season. Average of close to 6 goals a game. And we also haven't had a 0-0 draw between these teams since June 2017. In fact, there have only been 2 0-0 draws in the history of this fixture. The first one coming all the way back in February of 2011. That's poor from Mustapic, straight to Spence. Looking really good early on is the number 11 for the Young Lions. A constant threat from off that right-hand side. Nathan Mao. Not a bad ball in. Just needed Mendonca to attack it.
Well, Spence is truly proving to be a problem down this right-hand side. And Balestier Khalsa. Problems coping with Spence cutting inside usually. Very much left-footed.
Amir Shafiz. He's a goal scorer. Mendonca, the other Brazilian in the side. Agüero. 5 Brazilians in the matchday squad for the Young Lions this evening. Sugita. Subaric. There's Madu. Akil Yazid comfortably heads it down to Agüero. It's Mao. Spence, who was a former youth player with Leeds United and Hull City in England, making the move to the Singapore Premier League with the Lion City Sailors, club that he's on loan from for this season with the Young Lions. Great opportunity for Spence to get some good solid minutes at this level under his belt. Shafiz, his effort is easily blocked by Modu Mohana. Here's Darren Day, drives through midfield. Clever pass out wide to Go. 3 in the box for Daniel Go to try and hit. Oh, it comes to one of them. Good save. Danger not over. Sugita with the effort and almost cleared off the line.
It's been a very good start to the game already with a few chances. And that ball in from Daniel. I think there was a slight slip there as well from Akil, got a little bit lucky. And then he got back in time just to get a touch just on the line. And a let-off for the Young Lions. Good response from Balestier.
Serak. Also from the Lion City Sailors. In fact, there's a big influence from the Lion City Sailors in this Young Lions squad. Oscar Sebru is under 21 coach at the Lion City Sailors, making the move to the Young Lions. A number of these players were also involved in the AFC Under-23 Asian Cup qualifiers recently. Wasn't the best of outings for them. Harith to atone for his error, giving away that penalty. Vujanic. Katusha back to Sugita. Sugita with the shot! He squeezed that in at the near post. And he's had a great start to this contest, Masahiro Sugita, and he's made something happen for his team.
Well, that was patient build-up from Balestier Khalsa. I've got to say, that is really poor closing down from the Young Lions side. They had enough players behind the ball. Even Lucas Aguero in there as well. Just take a look at the position of Sugita. As he receives this ball, he comes inside Spence. There's Lucas, and then there's UN as well. And that's really, really poor on the part of the Young Lions midfielders. But take nothing away from Sugita's finish here. Near post, Zerak beaten, 1-1.
Well, that's something that these younger players, Spence for example, just there, was close to Sugita and he almost passes him on to one of his teammates to say, well, someone else has got to step up into it.
And we've seen this twice already, and just before that from the corner kick situation and from the same player as well, Sugita and Spence. Having started the game so well, attackingly, that is for Spence, well, that's something that he needs to probably learn as he goes on. Defensively, he's got to be much better.
No problems with that. Sugita, as expected. Former Nagoya Grampus under-18 player, Masahiro Sugita. The season in the league with Balestier Khalsa is such an important player for them. He first came to Singapore football with Albirex Niigata in January of 2022. Here's Laza Vujanic. Clever ball over the top for Katusha. Not so clever with that cross.
Yeah, needs to do better there. Katusha hasn't had the best of starts to the season. To wrap the ball a little bit more with his foot.
Masahiro Sugita making his 76th appearance in the Singapore Premier League tonight. It's his 16th goal in this competition. His 4th campaign in the SPL. Three of those 4 seasons with Balestier. Back-to-back 4th place finishes under the former head coach Peter de Roo. He went with the change for this season. A familiar face in Marko Kraljevic coming back to the club. There it's cross. Was deflected into the path of Mandic. Nice Harith will be really grateful that Sugita is able to get the side back level. There's Katusha. Yuan gets it away. A chance for the Young Lions to potentially break if they can get players forward quickly in support of Mendonca. There's Boot, here's Katusha. From range, that's come off Akil.
It's been a very good response from Balestier Khalsa after going down so early on in the game, and some good passes in the middle of the park there. Little triangles.
The Young Lions finishing 8th last season. There was an improvement in some of the performances following on from seasons gone by. They ended their last league campaign with 7 wins and 8 draws from the 32 matches. There's Matic. Looping header was off target.
Yeah, just got in between of Raul Suhaimi and Akil Yazid there. Ball looping header. Not going on target that time.
Just pick up instructions from Marko Kraljevic on the sidelines. They're asking Madhu to push the line up a little bit higher, get closer. There he is, getting nice and close to Mendonca. Might not necessarily lead to you winning the first challenge, but I guess, Shasi, at least you put the striker off.
And your other defender has got to be really smart about it as well and not push up as well. Just give a little bit of space behind him to pick up those second balls as well. It's very important that they work together. They're just going down. Manu Mohana, exactly what he was doing there. It's going to be a good battle.
Kieran Teo on Yuan, closing down from Balestier. Young Lions trying to bravely play out. That's from Tay, hit by Sugita. That's Katusha. 24-year-old. He's seeing a lot of the ball on that left-hand side, Katusha. He's not quite been able to make the most of it just yet. Both wingers against the Lion City Sailors are very ineffective going forward. Stoppage. Looks to be the #1 for Balestier this season. One in terms of him being the starting goalkeeper. Where's the number 71? On his jersey. They also have Hafiz Ahmad on the bench and the 20-year-old Zico Law. Great name.
Yeah, and not for the first time, stoppage there, just playing it out. Not so accurate with his pass out. Needs to do better, the goalkeeper. Distribution-wise. Doka again, using all his strength here. Yeah, good footwork as well. Good piece of skill, and I think it's Daniel there with a little tuck. It's going to be a handful, really, I got to say. Mendonca.
Is that cliche in football? Good feet for a big man. Vujanic. Centre forward Sergio Mendonca, 1.91 meters tall. Katusha. Zarak. He was a bit frustrated with his defenders in front of him, allowing that shot from Sugita to come in without a challenge. That's Mendonca again. Too strong for Vujanic. Holds it up well. Aguero in support. Quickly onto Ong Yuan. Slices right through that Balestier midfield. Still with Ong. Out to Spence. There's Spence straight down the middle. Referee thought about blowing his whistle for the free kick. It's almost certainly a foul from Daniel Go on. Fairuz. Vantage played. Akil. Just have to go back and recycle for the moment. Try and find another way through. They probably would have preferred that whistle.
It's a glimmer there. Young Lions, good run from Ong Yuan through the middle. Driving with the ball and then playing Spence on the right-hand side. And there's only one thing on his mind. Just cutting inside and taking a shot that time round straight at the goalkeeper. And every single time they go forward on this left-hand side, especially, you do worry for Harith Kanadi. Gives the ball away, Harith.
There's Mao. Spence. Nice triangle down this right. Aguero with the cross. Big deflection of Subaric, so it's easy for Mustafic. Quickly rolled out to Vujanic. Katusha. Strong defending from Akil Yazid.
Katusha. Just out-willed and out-muscled by Akil.
Ong Yuan. Aguero, space on the turn, had a look over his shoulder. Isn't met by a challenge. It's not a great pass, but very clearly they always look to try and get it out to Spence.
Look at Scrappy, both sides giving the ball away too cheaply, and here comes Katusha.
Oh, decent ball in. It's coming defender Kieran Teo. Able to eventually get it away from danger. There's Spence. Sent out wide by Mao. Mendonca. His favourite in those situations to hold it up, and he was fouled by Subaric.
So awkward. Defending against him is also so difficult. You don't exactly know what he was going to do. Good on his feet as well. This was the run, the early run from Ong Yuan. He does well. Drives at the Balestier's defense, and then he puts Spence through. There you go. Harith Kanadi very, very square in his defending. A bit lucky that his shot went straight at the goalkeeper.
Madhu, very nicely done. Intete keeps possession under pressure well. Vujanic. Sugita. Now with the challenge. Harith with the block. Nice intensity to this game. It's been end-to-end. Number of open spaces for both sides to work with. That's Kieran Teo for Mendonca. Nicely covered by Subaric this time around. Mandic onto Katusha. Subaric has carried on his run forward, still with Katusha. Pushes into the area, met by Raul Suhaimi, wins a corner.
Katusha, good run there. So again, he just goes past Lucas Aguero. A little bit too easy. My liking there. Good covering defender, or defending from Raul Suhaimi. It's end-to-end stuff, and so good for the fans to watch here.
Entertaining contest. Already up to 4 corners for Balestier. Forward into Mendonca. He's playing in the 4th division of Brazilian football prior to his move to the Young Lions. Chelsea's been very pleased with what he's seen from Mendonca so far.
Yeah, that was just class, wasn't it? Just take a look at that. Just baiting Madhu. Knew exactly what he was doing there. He knew Madhu would go on hard on him. Juggling skills as well.
5 fouls committed by Balestier. The Lions haven't fouled anyone yet.
Well, they should.
Mendonca, who's spent some time with Botafogo's under-20 side. Is Spence, good first touch again. Harit is in all sorts of trouble. Danger for Balestier. Arms behind the back, so no appeals for handball. It was Darren Tay with the block initially. This is Mao after Spence again. It's Ong Yuan, low drive. Harit is being hurt down that side of the pitch.
Exactly, and the span so far has been so good. And the problem that Harit is facing right now is he can go either way. He can go inside, he can go outside, he can take a shot, he can lay on a pass like that to Yuan as well, who does the right thing in going low, going hard, but good defending in the end from that man there. Good contest so far. Mendonca as well, another contest. That has to be a foul. Just went right through Mendonca, and Subarish knew exactly what he was doing, but it's not given. Just take a look at Subarish there, just going, there you go, that's a foul. Surely.
Right in front of the assistant referee as well. Couple of Young Lions players asking the question.
We are too. It has to be a foul. No questions.
Sugita. Big switch. Katusha, lovely bit of skill. Take it over the 17-year-old Nathan Mao.
That's the worry, isn't it? And before the game, he spoke about this. Nathan Mao, it's never going to be someone who's going to defend well. And he's going to face a problem against Katusa as well.
Shot from range. It's well off target.
Managed that time. Way off there. Not on target at all. Just high. Zero. Will he play short? He does.
There's that piece of skill from Katusha again, one for you to enjoy.
Yeah, that was brilliant, isn't it? He knew exactly when that Nathan Mao was just coming onto him. Let the ball drop over his head before taking it back the other way. There, the 17-year-old Nathan on Katusha again. That time around, better defending from Mao.
There's been a lot of talk about Nathan Mao over the last few years. One of the bright young talents coming through. At times, though, it has felt like some of that talk has been incredibly unnecessary. Not from him, but from people around the game. And perhaps as a young player, you should just allow them to just get on with it. He's still only 17. Vujanic back to Harith. Subaric. Sugita. Harith, Katusha. Nicely read. Headed away by Akil. Vujinic. Up the loose ball. Mendonca dropping very deep. This time he does get the free kick going his way.
Mendonca on his side, a free kick. And look at where he's defending from. Just coming into his own defensive third. Harith Kanadi there. Standing his ground, but foul.
But he's going to be one of those players as well. Shasi, you've mentioned how awkward it'll be for defenders to deal with him. He's going to draw a lot of contact and win free kicks for his side.
Exactly. And we talk about free kicks as well. And they've got players who can hurt you as well, just from outside the area. So Mendonca, it's going to be a real problem for most defenses. You can already tell.
It's going to be of real benefit to him as well. The fact that he's already scored in the league now with that effort from the penalty spot in the 7th minute. Not a lead that lasted too long. Masahiro Sugita with the equalizer. That's poor from Aguero. Given straight to Balestier. Here's Mandic. A drive across goal.
Was there a touch there from Zerak? And he will say no. Not a bad effort because it has to go across goal from Mandic. It's a poor ball from Aguero, the skipper. I have to say, he hasn't been at the races. And that shot, I don't think Zerak had a touch there, but a good effort because he had to go wide across goal.
Well, Aguero was an interesting signing, and he's got the captain's armband, so they've obviously seen something that they quite like about him. But he was signed from a club called Broke Boys in Moscow. And I have to admit, I hadn't heard anything about this club in Russia. And apparently they play in a competition called the Media Football League in Russia. A competition that was started in 2022 for media teams to play in. Interesting. Apparently a pretty popular competition. Broke Boys are one of the top sides in that league, winning a title. There's Aguero. Not a bad idea. Trying to scoop that into the path of Amir Shafiz.
Yeah, well done, Mustapic. He had to read it quickly because he had to come off his line there quickly. Good flick on for Amir. Good starting position, but that ball was given away by Subaric in the first place. And here comes Katusha on this left-hand side. Nicely done.
Katusha. There's Sugita. Tay. Theo with the header. As Amir Mendonca makes the run ahead of him, but he wants to slow it down. Ong Yuen.
Yeah, I think not a bad idea because apart from Mendonca and Spence down this side, nobody was going to support him. So he had to slow it down a little bit, not give the ball away unnecessarily.
Good move for Ong Yuen as well, going to the Young Lions on loan from PG Tampines. Former Albrechts Niigata player. Ong Yuen was also a student at the Singapore Sports School. And when he broke through, was very comfortable, sort of comfortable in possession, and didn't look out of place even as a youngster coming through in the SPL.
Yeah, and had a very good season, I remember, at Albrechts as well. Very good on the ball, very composed.
Katusha, but he thought that he'd won that cleanly.
This was Katusha. unlucky. Can't really see from that angle. He went there.
Sugita. Nicely read, well done. Takes it away from Mao, who was waiting for the ball to come into him. Just a lack of quality with that final pass.
Yeah, in the end, of all players, Sugita. But I gotta say, Nathan Mao is struggling down this right-hand side. Defensively, it's gonna be a problem because he's not that kind of a player as a wing-back especially, and you go up against a player like Katusha as well, can be direct at times. Aguero this time winning the foul of Vujanic.
There's Raul Suhaimi. Normally plays in those fullback or wingback positions. Brought into the centre of defence. The Young Lions in this fixture. Wait and see if that is permanent. We'll have a look at that from Ong Yuen. That was exactly what I was talking about. His quality in possession. With that pirouette, has to get away from the pressure. Wasted pass from Nathan Mao.
Oh, that was just class, wasn't it, from Ong Yuen? Very risky, but paid off. In that instance, just coming away with the ball.
I guarantee you, someone's going to cut that out, and Ong Yuen's going to be watching that for the next few days.
Yeah, absolutely. Context football.
That's Sugita. On to Katusha. Mandic, is that a handball? Looking at that, I'm sure.
This will be checked. It was a kill, wasn't it? Oh, this was brilliant from Mendoka again.
Spence. One for Mustapic to deal with. And credit to him, he was alert, quick off his line.
Very, very close there, and a very high line from Balestier as well as the ball was played through. This was a good cutback, and take a look at this shot. Nah, I don't think so. It just hit his shoulder there, just flying everywhere.
Off the face, it looked like. As Ong Yuen, that was quality. A real moment of quality from the youngster. Have a look at this.
Oh, class. Right foot and then left foot. Brilliant. Ong Yuen. Here, there's a check in progress. That block from Akil.
It didn't look like there were any hands involved, to be honest. Seemed to come off the face of Akil, putting his body on the line.
Let's take a look at this again, the cutback, and then that effort. Anyways, his left hand was down by his body as well as he turned to block that shot.
Don't imagine he'd be giving a penalty for that. But they're looking at it still very closely. It looks like from this angle anyway, that's come off his face. On his body and his face. And I don't think his arms are extended away from his body. But it is quite a long check.
And anyway, that's not the best angle. I don't exactly know what angle they are looking at, so it's going to be interesting as well.
To be fair, they have other angles that they can look at. A closer look at the incident, but it looks like it's, as we expected, not going to be a problem after all of that. So a couple of minutes to sort that one out, which will quite likely be added on at the end of this first half. Of talk in leagues elsewhere about the amount of stoppage time being added on. I think we're so used these days to having 6, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes that when you've got something like 2 and 3 minutes, it suddenly becomes a talking point.
Not a norm anymore. We haven't really talked about Daniel in this game. Haven't really been in the game. Daniel Go, probably just one cross, which was dangerous in that opening exchanges.
That's Fairoz, side to Mendonca. Well, that's a great ball from Mendonca. Spence, lovely run on the inside. Wow! Wow, he had 2 options on the far post. And quite a bit of goal to hit as well. And he fired it straight against Mustapic. It was a good run.
Well, the defending has got to be better. As the ball comes across here, just take a look at Nathan Mao as he comes across, and Madhu Mohana just not doing anything at all. And then at the far post, just take a look at the number of players in there, 2 players. And all Nathan had to do was just allay, put it on the plate. Went for goal instead. Yeah, take a look at that, those 2 players in there.
Let's go. Wow, recovers possession.
Having said that, great save from Mustapic.
He did his best to spread himself. Lovely work from Mendonca in that passage. Was surrounded by 3 Balestier defenders and still found a way out with that pass across to Spence. Stay. Vujanic. Shirt. Spence. Accelerate away from Harith. There's Vujanic on the cover. Zips inside. Aguero. There's Amir. Good for Mendonca. Mustapic flying out. Touch that away. He's a little bit unorthodox at times in his goalkeeping style.
Well, in that instance, I don't exactly know where Mendonca was supposed to go because he's running onto the ball, challenging for the ball, and Mustapic just came out flying. And I think a free kick is given. Mendonca just pulled back a little bit there.
It's Kirintio. Tricky, and he's been able to deal with that.
I would like to see Balestier go a little bit more on that right-hand side with Daniel and even Darren maybe supporting him from the back.
Oh, look at that touch. Beautiful from Mendonca. And with the low look pass out to Spence as well. A touch that Sean Paul will be proud of. Stick like glue.
That was, in the end, a pass that wasn't there to be made for Amir Shafiz. Spence just went for the grounder.
The official has indicated a minimum of
Daniel
4
Go.
minutes.
So there's about 4 minutes added on. It's been a good first half in terms of the entertainment value, the intensity of the play. A nudge in the back. Balestier looking for the penalty.
I think Balestier would want more from Daniel just like that. Just in 1v1 situation, just put the ball in. Madhu finds himself in that position now.
Good ball in from Madhu. Reminder of the days when Madu used to play as a fullback.
Yeah, he has got a cross in him as well. That was what Mandic was asking for, a push. Yeah, a little bit too soft, I have to say. But also Jaime, his hand. Be careful there.
It's another one that the VR is going to be looking at. It did look like there were arms in the back. Saw it with the replay, extended arms of Raul Suhaimi. If it is a penalty, it's a pretty soft one to concede.
Yeah.
No penalty is a call again. Further action taken. There's Raul Suhaimi. Lovely, nice and composed. A 20-year-old. His 51st appearance for the Young Lions is Raul Suhaimi. Aguero with a run from deep. Mendonca, some space to work with in the box. Block from Harith. Amir Shafiz into Nathan Mao. More of a central position. The Young Lions have possession.
Timely challenge from Harith Kanadi there. Brilliant from him. He's coming across.
It's lovely from the Young Lions. Ong Yuan is free on the left. And Duncan Spence in the box. Ong Yuan stays in possession. Pyros. Good shot in the end. At least they test Mustapic.
Yeah, I think that's important as well. Don't want the move to be ending in a no-show. In the end, Yuan just running out of space. A little slip there as well from Sugita.
Harith. Katusha. It's Darren Tay. That's Katusha. Close to the touchline. Going to create some separation between himself and Nathan Mao. Quality of the final ball again. Not being able to really pick out the targets in the area.
Nicely done from Daniel. Just winning the throw in of Fazli.
Chubaric. Sugita. Katusha again. It gives it straight to Spence. Here's Mendonca. Aguero. Mendonca makes the run, and really not sure what Aguero was attempting.
Well, firstly, Harith Kanadi has got to do better there. Very casual in the way he was. Oh, he played the ball in, got caught. And Lucas Aguero. So, poor effort from the skipper, I have to say. Don't exactly know whether that was a cross or a shot.
Go, Matic. Sugita. Final attack perhaps this for Balestier. Before we go into the break. Katusha. Well, he took the time with it, and the referee decided he'd seen enough. Blows for half-time. Mendonca, very impressive first 45 minutes on his debut for the Young Lions. Put his name on the score sheet as well in the 7th minute, putting away a penalty after Spence was taken down in the box by Harith Kanadi. Wasn't a lead that lasted too long. Masahiro Sugita getting the equalizer from just outside the area with a good drive. make it 1-1 at half-time. Young Lions 1, Balestier Khalsa 1. Score after the first 45 as we go into the break here at our Tampines Hub. And welcome back to our Tampines Hub. Half-time, this fixture between the Young Lions and Balestier Khalsa. Shasi, as we have a look at some of the numbers, interesting. More possession to Balestier, more attempts, but 1 goal each.
Yeah, I thought Young Lions started the game pretty well. And then after they scored that goal from the penalty, I thought Balestier did respond very well. Some good performances out there as well, but pretty impressed with a couple of them. Mendonca is one, Spence another one down the right-hand side. As for Balestier, like I said, responded so well in those 6 attempts. To be a little bit more clinical.
So let's have a look at the highlights. Beginning with this penalty incident in the 6th minute. Henry Spence has been a real nuisance on that right side of the pitch for the Young Lions, drawing that challenge from Harith.
Yeah, and I think Harith caught square that time, and no doubts about it. No doubts about the finish from Mendonca as well from the penalty spot. Although Stoppage did get a fingertip on it, too strong in the end.
Mendonca getting the first goal of the game, his first goal for the Young Lions, and their first of the season. It seemed to be a goal that gave him lots of confidence, because he had an excellent first half as well, the 21-year-old Brazilian forward. There's Daniel Go. An opportunity for Balestier Khalsa. This one in the 11th minute. Some last-ditch defending from the Young Lions, keeping that out.
Yeah, Akil there made amends after that slip. And I have to say, Zerak does so well here with this touch there. And then from the shot, Akil just sticks out his left foot, gets in the way.
The 13th minute, Zero Sugita was quality in that first 45 for Balestier, getting themselves level with this effort from just outside the box.
You can see you and there telling his captain Lucas Aguero to go forward and close on the man, the ball there, which was Sugita. The ball from Katusha back to Sugita. He goes into an area where surely someone has got to close him down, but his shot was a good one, take nothing away from the finish. Zerak down low on his right, couldn't get there.
A lot of sitting off on Sugita here. Spence just slows down, gives up the chase. Aguero decides to keep his position on the top of the box, and Sugita says, you know what, if you're going to send me an invitation, I'm going to take it. Not a chance here for Balestier in the 33rd minute. A mistake from Aguero in midfield, and Mandic from a tough angle, I guess, sends his effort wide.
Yeah, it's a very acute angle. Just looking at that as well. It's always going to be so difficult to at least try to work the goalkeeper. He does the right thing, go across goal. Just going wide all the way.
And the 42nd minute, a chance for the Young Lions, drawing a good save from Mustapic. Mendonca with this ball out wide to Spence, and then it was Nathan Mao. Just a couple of players on the far side.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that again. That's a, you know, if you are going to go from there, you have to score. Instead, just take a look at that. The two players in there, just put it on the plate for them. Would have been 2-1 for the Young Lions. But Nathan Mao decided to go for goal. And goalkeeper spreading himself very well there.
Match week 3 of the 2025-26 Singapore Premier League season. We had a 2-0 win for Geylang on Friday against Hougang. 1-1 here at our Tampines Hub between Young Lions and Balestier. 2 more matches coming up for you. Another one tomorrow. Tanjong Pagar action against the Lion City Sailors at Jurong East Stadium. And then we'll be back at Jurong East Stadium on Thursday as the Young Lions return to SPL action against Tanjong Pagar United. We'll go away for another break, and when we come back, we will have the second half of this fixture between the Young Lions and Balestier Khalsa. back to our Tampines Hub for this match week 3 fixture. 2025-26 Singapore Premier League season between the Young Lions and Balestier Khalsa. It's a lovely evening for football, pleasant conditions, and some entertaining football being played in that first 45. We need to see an uptick in some of the quality with the final ball, but it was nice and open to end at times between these two teams. Early goals in this match. If you're just joining us, Sergio Mendonca scoring from the penalty spot in the 7th minute after Henry Spence was fouled by Harith Kanadi in the box. Getting his first goal for his new club. Lead didn't last too long because Masahiro Sugita scored his first of the season from just outside the area in the 13th minute, which means coming into the second half, it is 1-1. No changes for either side ahead of the second period of play. And with me in the commentary position, Shasi Kumar. Shasi, what would you like to see more of in this second half?
Well, firstly, I would like to see the Young Lions pushing further forward. And it kind of like dropped back a little bit too deep for my liking, and it just invited Balestier to come forward. So I think they can just take a few yards forward and try to press them in the middle third instead. Because at the moment, probably Sugita, Vojanic, and even Katusa on this left-hand side holds of the ball. Now, I think they've got enough in them, the Young Lions, especially going forwards with Mendonca, Spence, to hurt this Balestier side. We've already seen that with Spence, especially on this right-hand side. Let's see whether they can do that. As for Balestier, I think they had a very good control of the game, especially in the later stages after going down from that penalty spot, but they need to be clinical as well in front of goal if they are to get that first win under their belt.
Third match of the season for Balestier Khalsa, first of the campaign for the Young Lions. 65th fixture between these clubs in all competitions. This is the 62nd time coming up against each other in the league. Overall head-to-head tell a story of a close rivalry. 32 wins for Balestier to 24 for the Young Lions. That hasn't been the case in recent years though. Young Lions only winning one of the last 12 fixtures against Balestier, and that win came in January of this year. Young Lions picking up the victory in that fixture by 3-2. And that was their first win against Balestier in almost 4 years. Second half underway here at our Tampines Hub. It's Balestier Khalsa playing in the black, going from left to right on your screens, coming up against the Young Lions in all red. Balestier have won 7 of the last 8 games against this opposition. Harith. Decision is offside.
Yeah, for a moment I thought he got away from Nathan Mao there. But given against Harith.
We haven't had a draw in this fixture between these sides since October of 2022. And that was an 8-goal thriller. Match which finished 4-4. Sugita was very busy for Balestier in that first half. Kraljevic wants his team to quicken the tempo of their play. Wants them to move it quicker. Yes, shouts of faster, faster from the sidelines. Change in approach as well. Katusha appears to be starting on this right-hand side for the second half.
You know, the fact that Madu Mohana can vacate his centre-back position and go on the attack as well tells you that.
Go with the cutback. Matic with the effort. Good save from Zerak at the near post.
That was a good ball in from the left-hand side. Good shot. Connected with the effort. Daniel there with the cutback. A good shot against the ground as well. Good save. Goalkeeper had to go down low on his right, Zerak.
That was blocked by Aguero. Didn't have a great first half. For an improvement in the second. Harith. There's Daniel Goal. Shubaric. Foul on Mandic. Has been given.
Yeah, late call from the referee. It is given. It's a good position, I gotta say. Just a few yards outside the penalty area. The foul by Akil Yazid. Too close to the striker. Got Sugita in there, the Vujanic as well, and Harith Kanadi. Looks like it's going to be Sugita.
Well, Vujanic is there as well as a left-footed option, but Sugita looks confident. And it is Sugita on target. Made Zerak work. Back to Sugita. Going to break down. Here's Spence. A challenge from Sugita, but couldn't quite stop. He's attempted a counter for the Young Lions. Here's Fairouz. Unless they have been able to get players back. As well, Suhaimi. Clever pass out wide to Mendonca. Spence. Still with Spence.
There probably would be disappointed with the finish because the way he went past Harith Kanadi there was brilliant. And Harith there just went for a jumper.
7 saves, 3 for the Young Lions, 4 for Balestier. Aguero. As Mendonca, always very reliable and it's played into him, and you can see why. Wonderful from the Brazilian again. He tries to do an Ong Yuen. Pirouette doesn't quite come off. He had Amir Shafiz on the left.
I think you were very right when you said he's reliable. You know, when you want someone to just hold up play, you know, when you are in trouble, pass him the ball. So reliable in that instance, and you want that from your striker. It's brilliant from Mendonca again.
Zong Yuen. Amir. Great ball in behind. Fairouz on the outside of Darren Tay. Mendonca! Flag has been raised.
Mendonca will be relieved that was given as an offside, because that was good play down this left-hand side, and Fairouz was the one who was offside. Just didn't take it cleanly at all, Mendonca.
Aguero, that's the red. He gets it, hangs on to it. Either he finds a way to turn and play it forward, or he gets fouled. Either way, it works.
And kind of like his attitude as well. You know, he just goes on playing the game. Okay, get fouled, get up, play.
Seems to be enjoying himself out there. It's a good turn. Lovely turn. And that is a central defender, by the way, Akil Yazid. Harith Kanadi, who's been given such a tough time by Spence. Been isolated on a number of occasions as well. They've been able to get some serious 2-on-1 situations going on that side of the pitch, Shasi. We saw Nathan Mao with good runs on the inside of Spence.
Yeah, exactly, and the support can come from your right winger or your other central defender who can come across to help him out. So we need to sort this out. That's a foul on Mendonca. Goes down, clutching his head.
Accidental contact, I think,
Yeah,
on the arm
so.
of Vujanic.
His left hand, I think, catches Mendonca on the head.
Akil. Sugita. Away to Madhu, was closed down quickly by Ong Yuen, who's ball in midfield. Challenge from Aguero, but can't get the ball under control, and neither can Din Matic.
Yeah, comedy of errors there.
It's been that sort of game, though, Shasi, hasn't it? It's been, like I said, open, pretty entertaining at times, but we've also seen a number of errors from both sides.
And I'm trying to say there's a lack of quality, maybe. Yeah, there's because of that, you know, the lack of quality.
Good ball in from Katusha, not a bad cross, talking about quality.
Yeah.
It was well delivered in. Here's Daniel Go. Harith. Sugita. And listen, closer to Sugita this time around. Let's go. Staying the spell of possession for Balestier. Keeping the pressure on. Spence. Mendonca. Always available. Very happy to drop off that forward line.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you have to wonder, and young Lions have got to ask this as well, a question whether you want him in that position. You want him so deep, and it's that out ball. Probably want him further forward, and then the support has got to come quicker. But for that to happen as well, that's what I said. They probably need to defend a little bit higher up the pitch for this to work.
There's Mendonca. Byros. Well covered by Vujanic. Being squeezed out here as Vujanic has to rely on himself. Good bit of play. Suddenly, Balestier can break. Here's Daniel Go. That's the speed. Forced to check back, twisting and turning. But three in support. Wanted to go himself.
Yeah, I think wrong choice in the end. He had a player in there.
Was Matic. Croatia under 19 international. Harith. Zerak was a little bit concerned, as he was almost caught flat-footed in that situation, and that shot from Harith not being up to anything in the end.
Yeah, with his weaker right foot as well. That's good effort. Aguero only as far as Harith with the toe poke out. Good piece of skill from Harith, and just Zerak there just worried a little bit.
Not a bad idea, that pass from Ong Yuen. Would have been offside anyway.
Yeah, the flag goes up, but very impressed with Mustapic coming off his line quickly. He's that kind of a goalkeeper. He will sweep. He's very fast as well. Oh, that is not offside. So clear from there.
But he had to do the first bit. He had to do his part, which was to try and put that away. Then it would have been checked. And just the 3 offsides in this contest. 2 of them for the team in red. Shafiz who made that run, well-timed run behind. Katusha.
Well, that surely was a cross, but nearly crept into the far post. Katusa rather, just curling it and just off the post.
A change for the Young Lions. Fairuz Fazli is done for the night, and number 8, Andrew Au comes on. Year-old Andrew Au playing that fullback or wing-back position. Part of the setup at BG Tampines. On loan with the Young Lions. Also a former Singapore Sports School footballer.
Another disappointing ball forward from Lucas Aguero, the skipper. Going forward, ball going behind him.
Matic. What a bad ball, spilled by the goalkeeper, and he's going to be punished for that. Or he might have been rescued by the assistant's flag. Was touched in by Daniel Goh. So he's done his part, and they will have a closer look at it.
Daniel Goh is pretty confident there as he tells Taufik Tana, go take a look. As the ball comes in, it's very close. Was that Kieran Teo? And this one's for the VAR, because that's a very, very close call.
Well, from that angle, it looks like he's onside.
Yeah.
You're right, it is Kieran Teo.
Most nervous player will be Benjamin Zerak, goalkeeper.
Oh, the decision stands. Offside is the call. Wow, that was close. That was very, very close.
Yeah, let off for the Young Lions there, and Zerak.
Breathing a huge sigh of relief, will Zerak. Dropped it right into the path of Daniel Goh. Balestier perhaps a little bit unfortunate. Complete opposite. Here's Mendonca. It's such a smart ball as well. He puts it into the space for Spence. Easily away from Harith. Spence. Chance for the finish. Oh, Andrew Au. He's trying to caress that into the top corner.
Well, he has to put it on target, but again, it is Spence, isn't it? And listen, Balestier, it's not the first time they're facing it, and they've got to get Harith a little bit of help there. Daniel Goh was struggling to get back, and probably another centre-back to come across, because 1v1, he's always going to beat Harith, especially with space. And that's a let-off for Balestier. Andrew Au has got to do better.
Harith Kanadi is going to be having nightmares of Spence this evening. Andrew Au has only ever scored 1 goal in the Singapore Premier League, that goal coming last season. He should have made it 2-1 to the Young Lions. What a great opportunity. making his 45th appearance for the Young Lions. Hard challenge from Andrew out on Madhu Mohana, right in front of the assistant.
That was smart play from the experienced Madhu. Knew exactly where the challenge is coming from. He knew Andrew was just going for the tackle, slid in, got the touch, and just, there you go. It's a clear foul. One chance missed and a yellow card for Andrew.
One for Madhu Mohana. Andrew Au, his first yellow card of the season. He picked up 4 of them in the last campaign. The goal he scored last season was against Elberex in a 3-2 win. To see 2 changes for Balestier. Harith Kanadi, one of the players set to come off. And that is Daniel Goh. We're hearing that Ignatius Ang and Fudil Iyad will be the replacements. Straight to Harith, not a bad idea. Just tried to lift it into Madhu Mohana.
A little bit too far in the end.
Substitution for Balestier Khalsa, number 11, Harith Kanadi, replaced by number 20.
There you go, Daniel Goh is off. Ignatius Ang will be coming on. Scored in a 2-0 draw against Elberex. Their first match of the season. And Harith Kanadi. His evening is also done. He's had a tough outing. In suspense, it's now the turn of Fudil Iyad to show us what he's capable of against the English youngster. Young Lions will also be responding with a couple of changes of their own in just a bit. Andrew Au. Amir. Good pass. Back to Au. Go with Amir.
Yeah, poor effort there. Don't exactly know what he was doing. Was he going for a shot there? Very ambitious. I think we've got Sugita who's gone down. With cramps, I think.
Amir Shafi is making his 60th appearance in the Singapore Premier League this evening. Sugita struggling with cramp. He's been everywhere for Balestier, but it's still a surprise to see him having this issue. Normally one of the fittest players around. Amir Shafi is getting a few more instructions. Only has 6 top-flight goals, all 6 of them scored in the last campaign.
Substitution for the Young Lions.
The one who's come through as a younger player. He's still only 21, Amir Shafi's. Already up to 60 appearances in the league. Two changes for the Young Lions coming up. One of them is Lucas Aguero. And he will be replaced by Abner Vinicius. Hearing that Nathan Mao is going to be coming off, replaced by number 34 Harith Danish, a 16-year-old. Big moment for Harith Danish. The talented young players coming through in Singapore football. Nice moment for him. Be given an opportunity play in the Singapore Premier League. Be looking to impress. not going to be able to continue. Sugita, and he looks to be in some serious discomfort.
Yeah, I don't know exactly whether it was a pulled muscle or... he's off. Now Elijah Lim take his place.
Substitution for Balestier Khalsa, number 18, Masahiro Sugita, replaced by number 14, Elijah Lim.
There's Elijah Lim getting his opportunity this season. He's getting some minutes under his belt.
Yeah, it just looks like it's a bad case of cramps on both his calves there. Sugita. It's going to be a real painful one.
Šubarić. Madu. First appearance of the season for Elijah Lim, place of Sugita. Here's Darren Tay. Still with Tay. Back to Ignatius. Ignatius on with the cross. Joe with the first header. And guess who's fouled? Mendonca booking for Madu Mohana. Central defenders not able to get anything out of Sergio Mendonca this evening.
Yes, barging onto the back of Mendonca that time. Clear foul by Madu. Receives a yellow card. UN as well goes down.
Lots of players struggling with injuries. "70 minutes in, coming into the 71st minute of this match. Mendonca down with that knock. Sugita with some serious issues with the cramp. And the Ong Yuen has also gone down.
Yeah, UN more like cramps, and Mendonca should be able to continue here. Just a knock on the back from Madu Mohana. 20 minutes or so to go, normal time here. Still anyone's game.
Here's Abner. Nice idea with that pass. Looking for Mendonca. Mustapic. And he's pretty quick in these situations.
Yeah, very, very quick off his line. Andrew has gone on to the right-hand side, right wing back.
Matic looking for Fudil. Break in midfield for Ong Yuen. Here's Abner. Still with Abner Vinicius. Quick in possession. Nice and direct. Spence gets a ball on the outside. Mendonca with the swing and the miss.
That's a chance as well for the young Lions. Mendonca that time around should have at least some connection on the ball there. Great play from Abner Vinicius. For a moment there, you just thought that Harif Danish was the out ball on the left-hand side. There you go, totally miskicked that one. And Mendonca, after good play on the right-hand side from Andrew.
An issue for Spence as well. Taking a knock in that challenge. Looking for Katusha in all of that because of this.
Don't know about that. Both players going for the ball. The ball was there to be won.
Was there a stamp maybe on the follow-through, Shasi?
Just got to take a look at that one again as well. Again, not the best of angles, but he is shown the yellow card. Katusha. He's still not happy.
Yellow cards in this match. Balestier, Madhumhana and Yakov Katusha. One for Young Lions, Andrew Au. And Spence. Mendonca, give it back. Needed that interception to come in from Subaric. Is he trying to break?
Just lack of quality going forward at the moment, especially for Balestier now. They just can't seem to hit the front two in Mandic and Matic.
So it's Danish in the center circle, making his top flight debut. Talent. Abner Vinicius, a 22-year-old Brazilian. Fluminense, a youth product. There's Andrew Au, getting energetic down the right. And final pass. Not quite right this time. Balestier struggling with their quality in attack.
Yeah, it's poor from Subaric. Just tried to do a little bit too much there. Just ran 30 yards and then gave the ball away.
Yucatan Vassier is coming on for Ong Yuan. Another exciting talent is Yucatan Vassier.
Yeah, I like Yucatan. He's a striker, can just play behind the main man as well. Very direct, good on the ball, and has a finish on him as well.
Came through with Hougang United, Yucatan. 20-year-old, looking to make himself the hero this evening. Vujanic. Powerful presence for Balestier in the middle of the park. On to Katusha. Once again, his effectiveness in attack hasn't been at the sort of level you're expecting from a player like that.
Yeah, and it's decision making as well. You know, from far off there, you've got to make the goalkeeper work a little bit more. This time round, Mendonca with the push on Subaric. Yeah, it's a clear foul. It's a little nudge on the back.
Subaric. There's Katusha. Nishisang.
It's a useful ball that was played in from Ignatius. Ball hidden away. Good opportunity here from set piece.
touch for Balestier. Great delivery. It's Fudil. It's charged down by Mendonca. Darren had to get to that ahead of Spence. Could have been a problem for Balestier. A two-shot with a shot! It's taking a touch on its way through, just wide.
He does well there, just to turn inside. The initial cross was deflected onto him. There it was, it just turns his man, Nukatan. Deflection of Amir Shafiz. Oh, sorry, it was Akil, rather.
Another low delivery.
Another corner.
Madhu's asking the question of Ignatius to say last couple of deliveries haven't quite been good enough. What's going on? And Mendonca and Šubarić getting into it as well. Mendonca has gone down and he gets the free kick. He knew exactly what he was doing. That's why you see that smile on his face.
Yeah, just removes the pressure of Šubarić, wasn't it? The way he went down as well.
Yeah, there's no way a player of that size goes down with that much contact, but he knew what he was doing. So Matic is off for Balestier. 24-year-old Ifat Shaban is on. They are really struggling in attack, Balestier. So Ifat Shaban coming on, and Balestier just hoping that he'll be able to spark something.
He seems very mobile.
There he goes, straight away into the box. To be a great challenge from Akil in front of Mandic, who wants the penalty.
I'm sure this will be checked, but didn't really see anything wrong there. And again, great presence up front, very strong against Šubarić, and he wins aside a free kick. And this will be checked, by the way. And this was intelligent from Ifat. Nah, brilliant from Akil, just using his body very well.
Ifat Shaban, a former Warriors FC young player. He's also with Lion City Sailors under-21 team. Played for Police Sports Association. Do his move to Balestier. Getting a chance in the top flight of Singapore football. It's causing a problem for the young Lions.
Spence there, a little problem on that side. Look at Mendonca, just holding Šubarić off.
Šubarić he's just frustrated with Mendonca because he's not been able to get anywhere near the ball.
So strong, Mendonca.
Climbing all over the back of Mendonca, and Mendonca actually did very well not to react in that situation.
Yeah, and that was what I was saying as well just earlier on. His attitude has been spot on. Gets on with it.
Shafiz with the delivery, away by Ignatius Ang. Yes, Ifat. It's taken off him by Abner. Nicely done by Abner. Finds a way out. That pressure. Fire out to Jaime, looking for the give and go. Katan.
Smart play from Darren there. Just uses his body very well. earns his side a free kick. Still stays down.
Lots of injury issues.
This is cramps.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Why that is the case.
Yeah, I don't know. It's 3 games in.
Lots of, well, a number of players struggling with cramps in this match.
And it's not only this game, I think the previous games as well, the club's players have problems with cramps.
A closer look at Abner Vinicius. Been lively since his introduction. Marko Kraljevic looking for his side to deliver a late winner.
Much needed win as well.
It's his 24th match against the Young Lions. He has won 14 of the 23. Has only lost on 4 occasions. Oscar Sim for him, the 38-year-old. Was appointed as Young Lions head coach at the end of June. Former Hougang United coach, former Hougang United assistant. Marko Kraljevic was actually one of Firdaus's assistants at Hougang. For Firdaus, this is just his 2nd game against Balestier as a head coach. His one and only match against them so far was a victory for him. As I said right at the start, feels like a long time ago now. Both coaches have a Singapore Cup title on their CV. Is Ang. It's Kieran Teo. Kieran Teo who's had a pretty good game at the back, alongside Akil Yazid and Raul Suhaimi. Donka. Short in possession again. Amir. Out to Ao. Look at Tanvasier. Richards in the box. Katusha. He's got Mandic inside. Shafi's nice and aggressive in that challenge, a bit too aggressive for the referee's liking.
And I think Katusha had really lost the ball on that side, and Amir Shafi's. That's unnecessary, really. They put this ball into the mixer and cause a bit of problems for the Young Lions defense. Spence has been struggling for the past 10 minutes or so.
Yes, but he's been playing with really good intensity and has been very effective as an outlet down that side of the pitch for the Young Lions. Very solid first start for him in the Singapore Premier League. Debut for the Young Lions this season. From Ang, should be cleaned up by Zerak, and it is. think about what they're going to do with Spence here. He's back on. Dangerous ball in. Stoppage with the touch. Right into Madhu Mohana.
Nice play again from Spence. He goes past Elijah. Madhu is cool as like that. Allowing Mustapic to collect the ball.
Here's Ifat. Ifat Shaban has been able to earn a corner.
Moving to side a corner. Good opportunity again. Delivery very important. Elijah will take this.
Last touch coming off Singapore Youth International, Harith Danish. SPL debut. We're hearing that we're going to be getting a minimum of 12 minutes of added time. So plenty of time for one of these sides to go on and get the winner.
Well, there's a check here for potential penalty. This one here as Spence goes inside for handball against Madhu, but in his hands was by his side. And the ball just came off the goalkeeper. Can't be a penalty for that. Just, from 12 minutes, probably go to 14 after that.
Delivery, low delivery. That's 3 corners now that haven't quite been good enough with the way that they've been put into the area from Balestier.
Yeah. That needs to be addressed by Marco after the game.
Match week 3 of the 2025-26 Singapore Premier League season. A 2-0 win for Geylang against Hougang on Friday. Madhu has to be careful. He's already on a yellow card. He's frustrated with the decision going against him.
I think I've got a little sympathy for Madhu there because he was just leaning back and Madhu was just standing his ground here. Yeah, he's just his left arm going across Ndonga. Okay, fair enough. Good decision from the referee.
More football coming your way this match week. Tanjung Pagar United against the Lion City Sailors tomorrow, and then Tanjung Pagar United against the Young Lions on Thursday. Abna.
Spotted a foul there. Will be taken by the goalkeeper, Mustapic.
Vujanic. It's enough on that header back to his goalkeeper. Drew out. Benjamin Zarak. Got away with an error earlier. Even he's being affected by the fatigue now. At this late stage of the contest, it's been played at a pretty high tempo. We're starting to see that intensity really drop as players struggle. A number of them having issues with cramp at this late stage of the contest. Shaban. This day, Vujanic. It's Vujanic. Šubarić. Katusha. Clever pass inside. Mandic on the turn! Well, the angle was a little bit deceptive. Thought it might have been a big problem for the young Lions, but I guess it was well wide in the end.
It's well worked, but it was a good first touch, wasn't it? Yeah, it was well wide. And again, angle very acute, but he does well with his first touch, Mandic. Superb first touch.
Another player going now with
Still
Cramp.
Darren, I think.
Yeah, Darren Day. Well, the referee's probably going to have to add on more time as well to that 12. Remember, it's a minimum of 12 minutes. Mandic looks to be having an issue of his own.
This was his first touch of Akil. To be fair, Akil just played him a little bit wide as well.
Ndonka. Spence. Still with Spence. Slalom his way past a couple of defenders, but he was stopped in his tracks by Šubarić. Katusha up against Raul Suhaimi. Inside to Lim. Katusha gives it to Amna. Look at Raul Suhaimi, where he was and where he is now. Game so stretched. Spence. It looked initially like he wasn't going to be able to complete the game as well.
Just take your pick.
Abner. Shouldn't have any fitness issues. Abner Vinicius. Still with Abner. Easily saved.
Yeah, just lacking in that quality of finish and final ball. It has been that kind of a game.
Spence has gone down, and players all across the pitch having big issues with muscular cramps. Darren Day is going to have to, he's not going to be able to finish this, and it's a problem for Balestier because they've made all their changes.
I actually haven't seen this before. Like that. There you go. So many players at the same time down with cramps. Have you, Roshan?
No, I don't remember. I mean, I don't remember a situation like this, Shasi. I've been working on football for a very long time, and this is pretty unprecedented. I mean, I think we've seen something like 6 or 7 players going down with cramp.
Yeah, at the same time as well. And Darren Day is gone. You know, is both his legs, just like Sugita earlier on, forced to go out.
What's been going on in the training sessions?
I don't know. Are they overtraining or lack of training? Don't exactly know.
Well, it's something
it's a match fitness thing. I don't exactly know, because obviously it's Young Lions' first competitive match, so to speak. But it's not an excuse, really.
Struggling. Side being able to make any more changes. So even with Spence as well, took the opportunity just to go down and get more treatment.
And obviously 12 minutes added.
It's not going to help.
It's not going to help at all. You know, 12 minutes when you have cramps, it's really painful.
And Shasi, I mean, with the number of injuries we've had now, it's going to be even more than the 12.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless the referee decides he's going to have some mercy on everyone and blow the whistle.
Unless the referee goes down with cramps himself. Taufik Tana.
That's good work from Ifat Shaban. Final ball.
Yeah, just a rush of blood in the end from Ifat. He does so well to go past Harith Danisher. There you go. Lovely play. Head up. Knew exactly what he wanted there. He just wanted to wrap his foot around it, but it didn't happen for him.
Well, each side has only made 4 changes, but they used those 4 changes. They've already used the 3 separate occasions to make those substitutions, which is why can't bring anyone else on. Here's Spence! Oh, that was close. He's been such a constant threat from that side of the pitch for the Young Lions, and the defenders are just so scared to put a challenge in.
Yeah, how apt that would be if he would have finished this game with a goal. Curler just couldn't curl it in just in time for the ball to go into the back of the net there. Unlucky, Spence.
Dusha. Quick shot on the turn! And that's the winner, surely now! What a brilliant finish! Elijah Lim! A special moment for Balestier. A painful one for the Young Lions.
Well, he would have probably needed a special goal to finish this off. What a goal! What a finish from Elijah. Good first touch. Went for the far corner. Perfect goal, perfect finish from Elijah, the substitute.
Well, on the one side, we had Spence come close with his effort. Down the other end, Elijah Lim has gotten the go-ahead goal this late on. And Balestier are close to their first win of the season. Mendonca with something left to say off the post. Flag is up for offside.
He wasn't to know, but yes, that's the difference, isn't it? It's just inches. Talk about Spence missing his chance earlier on. Yeah, this was a good decision, definitely offside against Mendonca. Just moments ago, Balestier could have gone down by 2-1, and then they go on to the other side and finish off. It seems like the winner.
You do feel sorry for the Young Lions because it's not as if they've done much wrong.
Yeah.
They've just been beaten by a wonder strike. If it does finish this way. Elijah Lim scoring against one of his former clubs. Shaban takes it away from Kirintio. Vujanic. Could there be one more for Balestier? Mandic. Can it work an opening?
Probably one last chance here for the Young Lions. not like that. I have to say, Balestier playing with 10 men now, with Darren off the pitch.
Yeah, that's right. We had a look at that earlier. Already explained the substitutions and why we couldn't get anyone else on. Cries of Ole coming from the Balestier Khalsa fans. Well, they thought that that was the final whistle. It's not the final whistle. Mustapic already celebrating.
After playing the ball out.
Oh my, it's all happening here. Amr Shafi's Amna Vinicius has won a free kick. One more chance then for the Young Lions.
Yeah, this has got to go in. We are next there with a poor challenge. Surely, last chance for the Young Lions going on the back of Vinicius. Throw everybody in. Wonder if Zerak could go on as well.
With the shot, and that is it. A painful defeat for the Young Lions. Their first match of the season ends with a loss. Elijah Lim, the number 14 for Balestier Khalsa in your picture there, the hero for the Tigers. Their first victory this season. Shashi, a dramatic end to this contest.
Yeah, well, what a game. You know, it all started off with that penalty from the Young Lions, but in the end, you just feel that you had to take something special to win it. And it came from Elijah with quite a wonderful goal, a perfect goal right into the top corner.
Early goals in this fixture. Sergio Mendonca scoring from the penalty spot in the 7th minute after Henry Spence was fouled by Harith Kanadi. And then Masahiro Sugita in the 13th minute, equalizing for Balestier with a good effort from just outside the area. Make it 1-1 at half-time, and we had to wait until the 10th minute of added time. Elijah Lim with his first goal on his first appearance this season, coming up with the winner for Balestier Khalsa. Finishes here at our Tampines Hub, Balestier Khalsa 2, Young Lions 1. Let's have a look at the highlights, beginning with this incident, that challenge from Harith Kanadi on Spence.
Yeah, Harith just lunging into the challenge on Spence, who had a very good game. Penalty by Mendonca, makes no mistake.
Stepping up to put that away. Mendonca, enough power to get it past Mario Mustapic in goal for Balestier. Always helps if you're a striker coming into a new league for a new team, getting on the score sheet early. Sugita, though, who was very lively for Balestier in that first half, going to construct everything for them. Get the equaliser. A fine effort, not closed down, and he made the Young Lions pay.
And just taking a look at the effort there, just take a look at Zerak as well. I think saw it late with Raul Suhaimi just in front of him, but take nothing away from Sugita's effort there. Shot to the near post.
16th goal of his career in the Singapore Premier League for Sugita, his first of the season. He went off later on with cramp. And Spence, who was a real problem for that Balestier defence all evening, setting up this chance for Andrew Au.
Take a pick. There were a couple of chances like that, and Andrew Au there should have at least put it on target and made the goalkeeper work, but he didn't. Good play again from Spence. Puts it on the plate from Andrew.
Another chance for the Young Lions here. Abner Vinicius, who was one of the players to come on for the second half. Mendonca, the cutback from Andrew Au, just not being able to time his contact well enough.
Yeah, exactly, a total miskick. In the end, hits his standing foot. troubling the goalkeeper.
Katusha in off that left-hand side. An opportunity here for Mandic. This was in the 4th minute of added time.
Yeah, it was so late into the game already. There was a good first touch. Probably took it a little bit too wide, but good effort.
And Katusha. And late on, he'll get the assist, but this was a wonder strike from Elijah Lim, catching out everyone into the top corner. What a goal to secure the win.
Yeah, actually, that was a very good ball, breaking the lines, and then Elijah was all him in the end. It was a brilliant curler into the far corner. This pairing dive of Zerak.
So that one, the winning goal. Have a look at the attempts that we've had in this match. Just the 3 goals, but 25 attempts, 12 efforts on target, Shasti.
Yeah, exactly, and it was really a good game in the end to end. And, obviously, Balestier just edging it out. It took something special from Elijah Lim.
It was a great strike from Elijah Lim. Get Balestier the first 3 points of the season, and this is what it means for the standings. Young Lions stay in 6th, Balestier stay in 5th as well, but they are now level on points with PG Tampines, Albrechts Niigata, Geylang International, 4 teams on 4 points. Lion City Sailors 2 clear at the top of the table. More football coming away. Match week 3 of the 2025-26 Singapore Premier League season. Tanjong Pagar United will be busy. They take on the Lion City Sailors tomorrow at the Jurong East. And then on Thursday, the Young Lions back in action against Tanjong Pagar once more. That match also at Jurong East Stadium. 7:30 p.m. kickoff for both of those. If you can, make your way down to the venues. Watch live Singapore Premier League action. If not, we will have you covered right here. We'll leave you with these pictures from our Tampines Hub. It finishes here. Balestier Khalsa 2, Young Lions 1.